Well, damn, you can tell I haven't bought any die-cast cars in a while. Away with you! Ah, there we go. If only it was actually that easy in real life. But we got a pretty cool one, as you've seen by the thumbnail. So, let's snap on into it. Right, well, I hope you're all doing well, and let's get into things. So, the Scania trailer. Oh yeah, it's here. Oh, let's not look at my address on the back. That would be a silly idea. It comes in this rather fetching little display, this stock case, which is cool. And yeah, not much else to it. Let's cut open the tape and crack on with it. Quite awkward to film this because it's sort of a longer item, but I'm sure we'll manage. Just going to slice the tape along there. That should hopefully let us in. And it squeezes out. Oh yeah, and it comes in a pretty neat looking box. Considered actually this has arrived pretty well. The outer box is not too badly dented. There's a couple of little minor blemishes, but it's been shipped through every, so it's bound to have something wrong with it. But yeah, this is a nice looking box indeed. So is this going to be better than the original release trailer, the Casa trailer tractor, whatever? I always forget what it's called. This one, I had to go get it out because I completely forgot. The Freightliner Cascadia, I don't know. This was the original release, which I did pick up. Kind of regretting it now, because I reckon the Scania is going to be the cooler one here. And I'm a bit biased because we never see trucks like this over here in the UK. Much more frequently we get ones like these Scanias, and quite frequently, you know, painted up nice, tarted up nice. I've got a few mates that are actually lorry drivers that are into lorries as well, so sort of being in that thing a little bit. I don't know, lorries aren't really me, I'm more for the cars, but these are cool, and I'm pretty sure this has more features than the original Freightliner. But also, look at the box difference, it's massive. They've definitely skimped on the box sizing here. Look at the height difference and then the width as well. Like, this is like a full square, whereas this is more like a rectangular shape, it's thinner. But anyway, let's get into it and we'll compare the two, I suppose. Why not? And see which one's better. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually half tempted to sell this, like genuinely, because this Scania was quite a lot of money, and actually a lot more money than this. Admittedly, this had the 25% off or 15% off problem, where it applied 50% off to the trailer if you ordered it. So yeah, but I'm not gonna lie, my bank account is screaming at me for buying this thing. It was about, oh god, it must be like 71 quid, I think, with the shipping in as well. Whereas this was something more like in the £50, high 50s perhaps. So yeah, quite a bit of a difference. I don't know, I don't want to deal with all the hassle of selling something like this, but I'll be honest, I might use it just to display some cars on, but it's an expensive display, isn't it? Right, I'm rambling as I always do. We need to get on with these things, otherwise people are going to get bored, aren't they? So there's a couple bits of tape, we'll just cut those. Hopefully my knife's alright, I've been using it for building stuff lately. Cutting open bags of sand and such. Right, so we lift up the flap, we've got a nice sort of stencil design. Don't know if you can see it very well there, of the truck there. Just check there's no other bits of tape. And the box opens up. Oh, this is quite nice. This is actually quite nice. Not quite as well packaged as the previous one, but a nicer box, that's for sure. Let me fold that down, and there is the truck in a plastic or cardboard insert. I wonder if they're trying to cut down on the amount of plastic the last one used. Let's tweak that out. Oh, just a bit of cardboard packing. Nice box design. I think this is still a polystyrene type stuff, but it's much less than what the last trailer had, that's for sure. Let's squeeze him out. in the shop. Whoa, so it's pretty well wrapped up, that must be said. Got this bag and loads of little tiny pieces of cardboard that will probably never find their home ever again. And the truck there has paper over it. Let's get all that out of the way and take a closer look at this awesome thing. Right, so the trailer looks pretty much the same as the last one actually. I'll point out what I had complaint wise about the last trailer, which I'm going to have with this one because it's the same. I'm not too happy with how the cars roll down in here. It's quite difficult to get cars in and out the bottom. They don't really sit anywhere. There's not really, apart from ridges at each end, there's no ridges that really hold the car other than, you know, the bumps in the actual car transporter itself. So yeah, there's my negatives. Oh, and the fact it's got these pistons and you can't lift anything up. I've said about these old ones I used to have where you could actually raise and lower the backs. They were brilliant. Obviously that had cost a lot of money. Well, it cost a lot of money from Mattel anyway. So yeah, but other than that, they're very nice. They're all metal, which is absolutely brilliant. You know, really, really nice. Very weighty. And we've got the real rider wheels on the back as well. And you've got your little light details and things too. Lights down the sides. Yeah, it's just alright. It's good. It's very solid. It's very nice. I just wish it had a few more grooves for tyres to sit in. Or maybe a bit more texture to hold the car slightly better, because you kind of have to play around with the sizes of cars that sit on it. We'll get some cars out and sit them on later, and I'll say I'll get the other one out and we're going to have a little comparison. But this is the main thing we're all here for, the trailer unit. Oh wow. Ooh. How have they done that? Well, we'll have a look at that in a second then. So we'll look at the base. There's like an exhaust downside there. Some tanks. Yeah, reasonably well detailed on the base there. Got your axles at the back. There's the front. Scania logo on the front and down the side there. This comes with lens lights on this one, which is really nice. I do like the fact HotWheels are starting to use lens lights on things now, especially with the Elite 64 line. It's a really nice little touch, and it just kind of keeps them up to par with things like Mini GT and that, which are already doing such things, because they just look really cool with the proper lensing in there. Nice wheels on this as well. Side markers, some rear lights there. Shame they're not lensed, but you know, it's on a plastic part, so I guess there's some complications doing it there. Some details in the back. Another Scania logo etched in there as well. Yeah, very nice thing. And again, the design is nice. I like the white and the red. It does look pretty neat. Got the side mirrors. And a decent looking interior. So the bit we're all curious about, oh, it's got a sunroof. Wow. It's probably this. So this one actually lifts forward, which is unbelievable. But I'm curious of how they've done it, because look, it like almost hinges up. I thought it was broken originally, but it can actually drop. I suppose it has to be able to actually drop forward. I'm really curious how they've done that. It's got like a big metal hinge piece, but it can obviously slot and move in. It's almost like spongy. I don't know how to. It's not like sponge. Look, it's got like a click to it. So those two little metal plates at the front there must actually click into something. I'm going to keep doing it to mine so it breaks, so you don't have to try and break yours. No, I really don't want to break it. Yeah, you can lift it forward, and underneath the cab you have all the engine detailed there, and that is so cool. That is really, really cool. I was half tempted. I was debating whether to pick this one up because of the price tag and how much more it was than the last one. But when I saw the images of the front folding down like that, I just had to get it. I couldn't resist it. It's absolutely awesome. Look at that. That is so cool. So yeah, that is really nice. Now it's just got the same old simple little pin. Push it in there and away you go. And again, although this one has some slightly wobbly rear wheels by the looks of it. See that rear wheel there? It's kind of wobbling. So this one doesn't roll quite as well. Bit of a shame, isn't it? Yeah, that rear wheel there, unless it's because of the tyre, is actually catching. It spins around. Mind you, even that's hitting the arch a bit. But this one is catching on the arch quite badly. So, I don't know if that's just the design, or whether these wheels are a little bit out. I don't know. It rolls, but you can almost hear it. It's like it keeps catching slightly on those arches. So it's not the best, but it's not there to really be played with, is it? It's you know, an adult toy. We're not allowed to play with our adult toys. We have to be civilized, or something like that. Yeah, again, it's nice, and the weight of it is so cool. But yeah, there is the Scania, and of course, love it. That is so cool. I like that. Let's hoik out this beast of a thing. This one come in this massive polystyrene encasement, which is quite nice, you know. Oh, now I'm going to get it out and I can't sell it. Can I? Should I? Oh no, my clearing up earlier has collapsed. I definitely didn't pile it all on another desk. I actually overheard or saw on the forums that the resale value on these was quite high, which tempted me a little bit more. Not because I want to resale and make money, just because I just straight up have no money. Is the trailer the exact same thing? Yeah, the trailer is the exact same thing, which, you know, I'm not complaining about. That's fine. It'd almost be kind of weird if they didn't reuse the same trailer in a way. I don't actually know how much of the cost is just in all the metal that's used in that trailer. Probably quite a bit. They seem quite simple things, but as I say, there's a lot of die-cast metal involved, so I guess that's where the expense lies. The size of the box is obviously just how they've packaged it. The actual trucks are a very similar size. Probably quite a realistic scale of what they would have been normally, actually. But I guess the coolest thing about the Scania is it actually has a moving part, as well as all of that extra engine detail. Because as far as I was aware, this hasn't got any kind of opening parts or features. Looks like the roof might come off if you pried it hard enough, but yeah, so a bit less to that. So yeah, I would go out and say this is so much cooler, just for that part alone. But then I'm a bit, as I say, I'm biased because we see these trucks more often than these. In fact, I've never seen one of these in real life, but I suppose they're quite common in America, that design. I think I'll just do a jump cut. We'll load this up with a few cars and yeah, see what it looks like, I guess. I don't know. Well, there it is, with some cars loaded up on it. And viewers who watch my channel frequently probably realise what cars I've opened and have easily to hand. Because I just keep reusing them for videos like this, or for like the display case and stuff. But yeah, it does look pretty cool with some cars loaded up on there. And I'll be honest, I'm really excited to try and use these as a display piece. My hope is to have a shelf, or maybe on top of the display boxes I bought, put these up on there and then have some cars on display. So, you know, 2 for 1. You get a cool lorry to look at and display, as well as a 5-car display piece, if you will. Perhaps you could go even further and try and find a load of red and white themed cars to go on there to complete the look. And then, yeah, can't forget that. Oh no, it's broken down at the side of the road and needs repairs. Oh dear. I guess these two lined up side by side would make a pretty cool display shelf topper. Yeah. Might have to keep the black one anyway. But man, I could really do with like the extra 50 quid, or just some back of what I spent on that. Anyway, I'm sure I have yapped on enough. There it is, the Scania 770S trailer unit. Along with its tiltable front, I think this is a seriously cool addition to any collection because, well, it's a cool trailer unit as well as a 5-car display piece. You'll have to let me know what you think of this. Do you reckon it's worth the money, and have you picked one up yourself? Let me know down in the comments. I love reading your comments. It's always fun to hear from you guys. Be sure to drop a like and all of that amazing stuff. Subscribe for more. For now, I hope to see you again in the next video.